Guys, so in this demo, I'm going to be showing you how you can edit takeoffs. So let's say in Civils AI, I've just put this quantity takeoff through. You'll see up here the different trades I selected and the prompt. So I wanted to read off the utilities, the paving areas, the road. And let's say I get this back and I want to change the results for some reason. So what I can do here is this in the top right now, you'll see this edit results button. So if I click this, I go into this edit mode and I create a new version of the quantity takeoff. So I don't overwrite, you can never overwrite the original takeoff that we generate. We create a new version of this, which you can work on. So you don't have to worry about like making a mistake or deleting something you didn't want to. And then basically for me to start editing, the whole UI changes. You have more tools available. I'm going to show you how you can use those tools. So let's say I want to reposition something. I can just double click this and I can drag this node around. I can also right click. So this is like a line element and I can right click and click add node here. And I can start to like create bends in this or add new sections. So I can add some nodes here and I can, obviously I won't want to do this, but like you get the idea. I can also right click these different nodes and delete them. So that's for like the line element, but it's the same for the areas and the counts as well. So let's say this area I see here, and I want to create like a new node on this. All I have to do is I can click off of this. So this is like the sidewalk paving area. Just click off it and you see that the quantity is updated as well. So yeah, I can work my way through this, like making edits or adjustments to get it perfect. Before, what you had to do was you had to type, you could click resubmission request. And you need to type that in. So for now, you can do lots of this editing yourself much more easily. Finally, for counts, you can do the same thing. So I can double click this, I can move it around, like reposition it, and then just click off and it saves. So it says this message up here that it's saved. So pretty easy for you to like move things around and edit them. I can also delete things. So let's say I want to delete this one. I can basically right click, and I can then click delete measurement. So yeah, in the same way, I can just right click that and delete it. Now, let's say I want to add more to one of the counts or one of these labels. So let's say I've spotted, oh, I want to add another one of these like manhole covers down here. All I need to do there is I can click to add this manhole cover where I want it to be. You'll see the count down here updates. Let's just say I want to delete this one. Another way I can do it is I can click this drop-down list and I can see all the ones I have highlighted here, and I can go and select this, find this one and click this delete annotation button. Let's say I just want to delete these as well. I can delete those. I can also delete the entire category. I can click this delete label button and that will wipe all of them off. So let's say I do that and I'm like, oh no, what did I just do? I didn't want to delete that. And I can just click undo and it will bring this back. Let's say I want to add a new category. I can click this plus button down here, or for length, or for area, and then I can type in here what I want. So maybe this is like sewer manhole, something like that. Like maybe there's a different category that you want to add. I can click that button, and then I can also start adding these however I want, and you'll see they're being populated. Once I'm finished with this, I can just hit escape. I can actually select multiple measurements. So let's say I want to select, let me select all of the counts on this drawing. So I select that multi-select tool, and then I draw a boundary around this, and I select all the counts. So you see here now, there's 8 in total, and I've selected them all. What you can do is up here on the top right, there's this edit button. And what I can do with this is I can, if I move my face out of the way, I can actually add some different categories down here. So I can group things in different ways. So let's say I have different drawing sheets for different floors of the building. I can put these as like ground floor, for example, or I can add them to a group or to an area of the site. Like maybe this is phase 1 of the project. I can add that, and then I've added this group tag, and we have a bunch of different tags down here that you can use for this. And then I just can escape this, and you'll see it's added here, phase 1. I can close this, and then within this table that you see in the bottom right, you'll see that I now have the breakdown, these being added in the area of phase 1. And then when you export the Excel, all of these will be grouped into phase 1. So you can use this to sort of split up your drawing if it's different sheets. You group things in different ways. Finally, once I'm all done with this, I can click the Save Changes button. This is going to update the entire drawing, save it in this version, so V2. Finally, the last thing is you can now share this takeoff. So let's say I want to share this with someone else on the team. What I can do is I can select how long I want this link to last for. So like 14 days, 7 days, how long do you want someone to be able to access this for? And you can give it a password. So generally, if you don't want this to potentially go out like to other people or for it to be reshared, like the person you send it to, you don't want them to be able to like reshare it so easily, or for it to perhaps like fall into someone else's hands. You can give this here a password, and this password will prevent someone who just has the link and not the password from getting access.